I doubt anybody's here, but this is mostly just a test. I wanted to see if this is working, if it's actually letting me stream or not. Let's see. What's up, Stevie? Am I live? Or are you just in here in StreamYard? Well, how is this possible? Yeah, dude. I honestly I opened my computer because I haven't went to my YouTube dashboard on the computer in a while, and I was just kind of checking to see if anything was different. And on my phone, there was no notifications or anything. I mean, it still says I'm ineligible to earn money. So I got on the computer and thought, well, I'll just get on here and look and see, if there's been any updates because I have a couple of emails I never got an answer for, and I just thought, well, man, I'll just try it and see. Um, and here I am. I don't know how long I could have been doing this. In all honesty, I know the last time I tried to upload a short, I actually just tried to upload one that already existed just to see if it would work. Actually, since we don't really have a topic, let me grab my phone. I want to try to do that while I'm sitting here. I'll be right back. I do find it kind of odd that they would reinstate my channel and not let me know, but maybe that's the case. So just bear with me, guys. I'm going to try to upload a short. This is something I've done previously, an old short, just to see if it goes up. Like I said, I really haven't. Almost forgot what you look like. Thanks. Yeah. Yeah, and I hadn't shaved or nothing, dude. Check out that bald head. Huh. It's uploading shorts too. Well, you'd think I would have got an email or something, man. Let me know that I could upload again, but I didn't. I didn't get anything. I didn't really have anything to talk about. Well, yes, I do. Actually, I do. But yeah, man, I don't know how long this has been like this, but I just was bored and thought I'd give it a shot, and here it is. It works, guys. I did want to figure out a way to get in touch with some of you guys. Some of you kind of know already, but I had a slight uh, setback in my knife making. Nothing's bad has gone on. It's just, yeah, how's the foot? That's so far they're healing well. Just for you guys that don't know, I had a stupid incident involving a swimming pool and concrete. Um, some of you've seen pictures of how bad I blistered the ball of my both feet, and it seems to be healing a lot faster than I thought it would. Me being diabetic, and I have to keep them bandaged and put like an antibiotic or some type of salve they gave me to put on there anyway, and keep them bandaged up. And they told me to stay off of them as much as possible. Well, I had a doctor's appointment Monday, 4 days ago, but it was in Birmingham, and I didn't have a way to get there. I'm having some mechanical issues with my truck. So I had to reschedule it for this coming Monday. So I really haven't even seen a specialist yet. I've been taking pictures to kind of keep a record of how they're healing. But I know that really matters. I go to the doctor Monday anyway, but being diabetic, guys, is as bad as I want to be in the shop, and I want to get you guys the knives that you've requested and whatnot. It's not worth losing my feet over. this will pass, but I have to take. Well, I can't take any chances with this right this minute. I don't want to end up with pictures like Gary's posted recently. I don't know how that man's alive. I didn't realize your body could be open like that and survive it. But yeah, my feet don't look near that bad. Like I said, they are healing. They've got me on antibiotics, oral antibiotics as well. And it's just not worth losing my feet over. So hopefully I'll hear something good Monday. I feel like right now there's only a couple of spots that seem to be still kind of an open sore, and they're no bigger around than the tip of my pinky at this point. But I really want to wait. I want to wait until they give me the go ahead and tell me I'm all clear to be back on them and stuff. So I didn't want to have to sit down and type out individual apologies and explain to people what was going on. Some of y'all already knew that I had this mishap, and so it has set me back. And for that, guys, I apologize. See, what's Cheeto now? Cheeto, I don't even know what that means. Yeah, you got me on that one, buddy. Show it. Fan loves feet. I'm not showing my feet live, Cheeto. If you want pictures, I'll send them to you. Just let me know. But I'm not putting anybody through that doesn't ask for it. It hasn't been a rough time, in all honesty. I've just stayed off my feet as much as possible. They're not hurting me. I'm not in any pain. I just having to be really careful. In all honesty, I've been mostly bedridden since 4th of July. So here I am 3 weeks later. Hopefully I get some good news Monday. You show them feet, you're going to wish they look like Gary's foot after I'm done with them. I'm not showing them feet. But just the aggravation of keeping them wrapped up 24/7 and changing it twice a day and putting more medicine on, man, it's just been a pain in the ass. But so I'm glad that I got the opportunity to do this. So, hopefully, I know the only people expecting eyes from me are people that know me on here. So I'm hoping this gets out to enough people and they realize I'm not putting anybody off. I just hadn't been able to work like I want to. I did go to the shop one day for a couple of hours and had nothing to do with my feet, but it was so hot. I almost immediately became dehydrated. I got dizzy. The room was spinning, so I went home. So I'm waiting, and I don't know if maybe that has something to do with all the antibiotics I'm on, making me feel a little weak or whatever. But I didn't take any chances anyway. But man, it's sure good seeing some of you guys, man. I haven't been in live streams much. So not the ones that I want to watch. I end up falling asleep before they start. My sleep has been really jacked up here lately too. But I guess just from not being active and not being up doing much. But I don't even think I've been in said faction in a couple of weeks now. But yeah, it has felt odd not conversing with you fellas. And I would have already sooner had I known this would work. I don't know. It just seems weird that they didn't notify me. But here it is. It's working. Because the last message I got, or the last email I got, said I could continue uploading on August 28th, or I could resume uploading on August 28th. However, I did send them an email, and they had already removed a ton of my content, and I removed some more of it that I thought was questionable. Because I don't care about. I'm never going to make any money off YouTube anyway, so it didn't matter to me. I guess maybe they. Is this the Devo live stream? No. No, this is far from the Devo live stream call. But yeah, kind of awkward. I don't know what things are going to look like going forward either. I think Panda, I don't know. Last I asked him, he said he just wasn't really interested right now. So, I don't know what's going on there, but I do have some ideas. I don't like doing this by myself. It's just hard talking to a screen with just your face on it. But you're stealing Duty's viewers. Cheeto, I honestly didn't think this was going to work. I was watching Duty's live stream. I had to pause or I had to mute it when I turned this on. I just thought I'd get on here and check on my YouTube. Like I said, I had sent them an email. I never sent them the bow the knee video they asked for, but I did send them an email, kind of let them know what I thought about it. And it's just so weird because I got so many different messages from them. And like some of it was for reused content. And I know what I did there. I owned up to that. I mean, that was just pure stupidity. I was just trying to help my buddy Jamwayne out. So I was just downloading his videos and then uploading them to my channel. Well, that was stealing content. I just never thought of it that way. But there were several other things that they were hitting me for. And I couldn't tell what was what, though. Like, which one did you demonetize me for? Which one did you take my channel? Because I still just show that I have one channel strike, and it is for a video that I uploaded well over a year ago. I actually downloaded the video off of YouTube and re-uploaded a piece of it as a short, and they give me a channel strike for violent content. Well, I don't know if you guys remember this, but it's been a couple of years ago now when Willie McGinnis, the linebacker for the Patriots, retired. Anyway, him and some other dudes jumped this guy in an LA restaurant and beat him up. And I just re-uploaded it and titled it "Willie McGinnis, You're a Coward" or something like that. I don't remember. But I just thought that was odd that I got a channel strike for uploading a short from content that I got off of YouTube. But I'm pretty dumb when it comes to stuff like that. I didn't realize that when that guy uploaded it, he had given YouTube a chance to review it, mark it as violent content. When I uploaded it as a short, it did not. So that made sense too. But like I said, all this stuff came about. They kind of hit me with all of it at one time, and I couldn't tell, what the stream was removed for or what I got a channel strike for. But it still just shows that one channel strike. Yes, I'm sucking on a pink tampon. Real manly, I know. But Donnie Bless and Edgy American would be fire. I actually am planning to do. I'd already told Donnie I would do a live stream with him. I just didn't. I wasn't planning on doing this one. I didn't think I could do a live stream, in all honesty. But yeah, I am kind of weighing some options there because I don't want to, like I said, I don't want to continue trying to do this weekly by myself. I have to have people to kind of feed off of. Apparently, yeah, pretty fly. That's the same thing I thought. Like when I turned it on 14 minutes ago, I was like, I can't believe this is working. I don't know if maybe they didn't stop me from live streams at all. It was just uploads. I don't know. I honestly haven't tried ever since they said I couldn't upload again until August 28th. Kyle can't show his face. If you worked at a country club, I'm sure you've probably been in contact with some criminal elements, Kyle. Yeah, he's right, Kyle. You don't have to show your face. You can just talk and sharpen knives on live stream if you want to. I don't care. I don't have any plans to upload any real content per se, though. I just don't. As far as tabletop videos or knife reviews or any of that, because some of you may find this offensive, but I really don't give a shit anymore. I just haven't had a pocket knife excite me in a long time. The market's just way oversaturated. There's way too much of it. And I hate that for people who are, trying to get knives made and all that stuff. But it's just the truth, man. There's just so much out there now that it's hard to be excited. I guess I could show you my pocket check for today. Not many people know I own this. Haven't had it long. Guys, this is the Police 4 in K390. And yes, I'm all the way down that handle. So I still got here to go. And I still got here to go. This is a big knife, man. I really like. I think it's 4 1/4 inches. I think what I read in K390. And I was kind of revisiting some of Outpost 76's content. For those of you who don't know who Outpost 76 is, Gerald, as far as I know, was the original channel out there that was doing edge retention testing. Cutting the same cardboard media over and over and over with the same edges at the same degrees. It was as scientific an edge retention test could be. I guess maybe only second to the Catra test, which we don't have a Catra machine. So anyway, I always loved Gerald's content because he just got down to the nitty gritty of, will this thing cut and how much will it cut? It's all really. Every now and then he'd get into, now I did a bunch of cut testing with this thing, and the pocket clip's a hot spot. He might touch on that every now and then, but it's almost always mostly about heat treat and edge retention. And after revisiting some of his content today, I'm reminded that only knife we probably ever needed, this or a Mannix in a good steel, which I also have. I have a Rex 45 Mannix, but even the Rex 45 doesn't hold a candle to the Sekisidi K390. Shane on a Thursday? I know, Maddie. This wasn't planned at all. I just turned it on and it worked. I was kind of shocked. Yeah. So I guess I'm back. Don't know what to do with it. I would jump off here, but if I'm hindering Lefty at all, I might just hang around for a few minutes. Because I know you guys have got to get over there and hear about his latest Devo drop. Is Lefty live? I don't think he's live anyway. Shane on Thursday is like school in summertime. Thanks, Cheeto. I carried an American knife today on Izzy's birthday. I carried my Harsey. That's awesome. That Harsey's a hell of a knife, man. I just wish I could carry it. I just can't. I want to buy one so bad, man, and I know what'll happen. It'll sit here. I'll pick it up. I'll admire it, and I'll never carry it. I just can't hardly do a thumb stud knife. Well, I failed that miserably, didn't I? This thing is so big that I've had to kind of relearn my hand position on it to get the spotty flick. I can definitely do it, even though it's a back lock. But I have to go. Typically, I've got the knife right there, and that's not far enough to get enough leverage. I have to kind of climb up it a little bit because it's so big. I still haven't mastered it. What'd you get Izzy for his birthday, Maddie? Hopefully it's some sunlight. Sunlight would be great for Izzy for his birthday. Benchmade tagged out, CPM 154. Guys, I got a batch of blades coming from Brian, should be here any day, in CPM 154 at about 62 HRC. There's some behind the scenes stuff going on right now, guys, that I'm not allowed to fully talk about. But you got a couple of guys that are playing around with CPM 154 and S35VN, mostly because, just because they've kind of fell out of favor with all these new knives. And I've seen some numbers for some CPM 154 and some S35VN, edge retention wise, outcutting K390, outcutting 15V. Like I said, I can't talk too much about it. When all of it's said and done, I'm sure some people will hear about it and find out that just how important a heat treat is. And I'm also glad that Billy over at Apex Alchemy started doing some HRC testing, and he's actually going to kind of start bouncing some stuff off Gerald at Outpost 76 before long. I don't think Billy's going to do the edge retention testing. He's going to do some HRC, but Gerald now has an HRC tester also. So I think they kind of want to do that double blind thing, to test the results and see what's coming up here. Because if you've been watching any of Billy's stuff, you're seeing that man, there was a lot of S35VN out there that wasn't impressive because it wasn't impressive. It was done really poorly, just like nearly everything else that China does. It was done really poorly. You can't expect S35VN to be considered a super steel anymore when you're treating it at 57 or 58. And he also, Donnie's been raising about, CPM 154. Guys, I've got some 154 CM right now that I regret. Let me tell you something, dude. I spent 2 hours on one knife grinding the bevels, and it's not done. And I'm talking on a 60 grit ceramic belt. That should be hogging an edge bevel. That I'm telling you, I can make 10 passes and look at it and can't see a damn bit of difference. But it's hard. I'm telling anybody that buys it, don't use this for a throwing knife. Don't pry with it. But because it's hard. Yeah. So, I've argued that point with guys about the cost of higher HRCs and how that equates to, the cost of a knife or what it should be. And in a small sense, I have proven myself to be partially wrong. However, knowing now that almost everything is CNC, the bevels are CNC cut. Even if they do go back and put a belt pattern on them, they're still doing almost all the removal of the CNC. So I'm not saying I was wrong, but there's definitely something to it. It's definitely a little more time consuming. But keep in mind, my studies don't really count because of my. Evie, what you talking about? Oh, did I lock up? Yeah, I guess I did there for a minute. Like I said, my studies don't really count because I'm not using industrial machinery either. So, Mimo, I've heard that. I've heard that the tagged out has excellent geometry. And that makes sense. If Benchmade made it, to actually be able to cape and clean, what you've killed in the woods, it should be. So that's awesome. It's awesome that they made a purpose-built knife and did it right. You know, they could still improve their heat treats a little too, as we're finding. You know, but I get it. You know, when you got Benchmades laying around like this at 154 cm, I understand why they don't make them any harder than what they do, because we all know how much they hate warranty work. But I don't know why it's keeps shutting off on me. I keep thinking YouTube's going to turn me off any second. I don't know if that's what's happening, or because I'm plugged straight into a gig of internet, and it comes with their Select Edge. Yeah. Do they charge more for that Select Edge? Because we all know what it is. And I'm not bad mouthing. It is a better edge, but they just, make a few passes across a leather belt on the machine, and you can do that with a 1x30 and a $12 belt off Amazon. You can put a Select Edge on everything you own, which is pretty much. And I wouldn't badmouth it because it kind of is my edge. When I sharpen my pocket knives, Kyle makes fun of me because I have a very stupid way of sharpening, I guess you could say. But all I use, I raise a burr with a 240 grit Veneve, which I think is the F150. I can't remember, but and then as soon as I get a burr, I make about 5 passes with the F400, which is like a almost 1100 grit. So I'm not actually refining the scratch pattern to 1100 grit. I'm just kind of smoothing the top of that 240 grit, and it leaves a real toothy, shaves hair, but it's a real toothy edge that works great for me. I don't sharpen for other people because I know it's not a professional edge. Kyle does make fun of me for many reasons, Stevie. You're right there, buddy. But that's kind of what the Select Edge is doing. They're putting about a 400 grit belt sharpening on it and then swapping it across a leather stropping belt at a slightly steeper angle. So let's say if the edge is at 17 degrees, they hit it with a leather belt at about 20. Because if you look real close at Benchmade's, I don't forget what it's called now, at their Select Edge, you can see that the leather only kind of halfway polished the edge, about halfway up the apex. But yeah. I still got the bug out scale flex. I have AWTs coming. Good deal. Man, I'd give anything, dude, if I could buy. I wouldn't say give anything. I'd love to be able to purchase some different scales for this, and not because I want it to be fancier, and not because I mind the FRN. I just hate this color. It's not appealing to me at all. I mean, I guess I could just dye it. I guess that's the thing. But I can't take it apart to dye it, and I really don't want to soak that blade in anything because I know how quick that K390 is going to turn black. You know what's toothy? Come swallow. No political talk, guys. We don't do that. I don't give a shit what y'all talk about. I don't care really. I will say this though. I saw some pictures of Come Swallow Harris and that 60-something-year-old. Oh, it froze up again. Anyway, I saw some pictures of old Come Swallow Harris and that 60-something-year-old mayor of New York that she was sleeping with when she was really young. And she was a pretty good-looking woman, dude. I mean, don't get me wrong, she's not a bad-looking woman now for her age, but she was really pretty back then. So I can understand completely how she slept her way into politics. Completely makes sense. Not fun, but it's doable. saw Stevie talking some shit about Lefty a minute ago. I forgot to touch on that. I have to touch on anytime I can talk shit about Lefty, I'm good with that. Shane, you got to oil down the internet. Dude, I've got a gig. I've got a whole gig of fiber internet. And it used to do this quite often, if y'all remember, but it's because I was on Wi-Fi. But I'm not. I'm hardwired in. I don't know what happened there. But anyway. Oh, big announcement, guys, for you guys who don't know. There's a new Kunwu coming out that you can purchase and pad Metal Complex's pockets. So make sure y'all save your money up for that $400 Chinese knife he's about to drop, because everybody's got to have one. Explain what a gig means. I just know what I was told. I was told I'd have 1 gig of internet. Now, I know when I've tested it playing Call of Duty, I only had like, I don't remember, 500 something upload and like 780 something down. But everybody told me it was really good. So whatever that means. Explain a giggity. Oh, come on, Pretty Fly. You know you want that knife, dude. I mean, there's nothing like it. There's never been a knife design that looked anything like that, except for every other knife Kunwu has ever made. But I think this one's shinier or something. You know what really pisses me off, though, is that he named it the Excalibur. Now, guys, I'll admit, I used to be a Metal Complex fan. And I remember a day when Excalibur meant something. His Excalibur was his grail. It was his, the greatest thing that's ever existed. And I remember when he got his shaman with the titanium scales and all that stuff. That was he called that his Excalibur at that moment. And I bought a shaman because of that. Not right then, but that started my search for a shaman. Because that, I used to think really highly of what that guy said. And now he's calling, this Kunwu that he's putting his name on the Excalibur. It's kind of a sellout. But you guys see my comments on his post? I didn't get any recourse from that. He probably has me blocked or some shit where you can't see my comments. Which is kind of chicken shit. I let him come on my Instagram and say whatever the fuck he wanted. You'd think he'd do the same, but I guess not. Yeah, it turns out his grail was just a standard Kunwu with an integral. Yeah. MC only sees $signs. Guys, let's be honest, man. At this point, that's all everybody sees. $signs. I started making some knives and I got a little excited there for a minute, thinking I could turn this into something. But guys, the only orders I've got are from you guys. A couple of people here local that, don't know anything about knives, that just want to support me, and it means the world to me. And I'll tell you right now, man, if I finish this list and I never sell another knife, I'll be content. I'll be happy. I might even break even on what I've spent to get here, but I don't care. But I mean, everything on YouTube is just about money now. I saw Cole's knife. I like it, in all honesty. I feel like I'm going to say that I'm going to catch some shit for this, but I feel like Cole's knife is the first YouTuber's knife I've seen that deserves to be dropped. And what I mean by that is, I understand that the blade is just a QSP Pelican, but he did something that everybody wanted and very few people are doing with the lock. That's not to say that other knives aren't worthy of being made. It's just that Cole's is the first one I've seen do something that I wanted to see done. Because in all honesty, I tried to talk Michael Martin into doing that on the ABW button lock. By Golden Design Works. Fug off with that noise. I don't think you guys understand what I'm saying. It does look like he just put a QSP Pelican blade on a titanium frame knife. I get that. I'm not talking about the design language or the shape. As far as that goes, Maddie made a knife that nobody else has made. As far as the shape, I'm just talking about there is something innovative about it. And which is just the lock system. Not that it's brand new. We all know it and love it from the Spyderco Schmuck. But we've all also wanted to see more of it. At least he did that. Is it going to be worth what he's selling it for? I'm sure not. Jared's misdemeanor does look nice. Is that ugly little clip point in K390? Is that the one you're talking about? I remember people saying the Ford Escort looked nice when it first came out too. But I don't know if we're talking about the same knife. I don't know. There's like 50 Vostis of that same lot. Oh, I say, then my bad, Steve. I didn't know that. I haven't been keeping up with what's new in the knife world. I'm sure you remember last year at Blade Show, I was really excited because Blade Banter was talking about doing it. And I think he did release, I think he had part in something of some knife that came out with that same style lock, but it was in the pivot. It was a pivot actuated, but I never saw it. So, yeah, maybe I'm completely wrong. I just haven't seen much of that blade or that lock style. And in all honesty, Michael even told me that if he had known that ahead of time, he would have went that route. But it was kind of too late. He already had like 300 ABW button locks. He already had the pieces for them, the parts. What's truffle, Stevie? Look at the Golden Design Works caliber. Is that an American-made knife? If it's not, I'm not going to look at it. There's no point. Saying that, I'm not going to buy Cole's knife either. But I guess thank you guys for correcting me on that. I really thought he had did something a little bit not original, but at least something new that we've all been asking for the past couple of years and haven't gotten. Oh, the knife Truffles is a pivot lock. Is that the one that Blade Banner helped with that I was talking about? Maddie, you're right. You're right there. There's a very hard line not to cross there, because either you make something everybody else has already made, or you design the Phoenix, and you've got, I'm guessing, 60% of the knife community that don't like Persians. They don't have a reason not to like Persians, but they just, because some other YouTube guy said he didn't like Persians, they decided they don't like Persians because nobody's original anymore. Nobody has a original thought. But if I had to pick a pocket knife right now, a pocket knife design that I wanted to cape an elk with, it would be the Phoenix. Now, I'm sure that's not what you designed it for, but all that belly definitely has a purpose. There's nothing original left to do in the knife world, really. I think 1 fixie and 3 folders. I don't know what you're talking about. Is that all the knives you've got left, Terry? Is 1 fixie and 3 folders? I don't know how many I have. I know it's less than 20. I think it's less than 15 at this point. But I can't remember. I haven't actually gathered them up to count them. The only new things I've got is this. And, well, hang on. I got one more I can show, I guess. at a GC Bullnose. I'm being honest, guys. I'm still not a slip joint guy. Everybody that knows me knows why I love this so much, and it's because it's a shop full of old gray hair men up north somewhere making American-made knives, so I can appreciate it. This was gifted to me, and meant the world to me because it's literally the only slip joint blade style I've ever wanted. Because kind of like I was just talking about with the Phoenix a minute ago, this is what men used to search for, is that belly. If you've ever tried to separate connective tissue from the muscle of a white-tailed deer, you want that belly. Yeah, that's new. You guys have seen the rest of it. There's no Apex Alchemy right there. I was just talking about you, Billy. I was talking about your HRC testing videos and the fact that Gerald is claiming he's about to make a comeback. I'm excited about that. I wish more people were interested in that type thing because, I know it's not to everybody, but to me, that is what a knife is about. That's the most important thing is how well it's made. And part of that is certainly the steel type and the heat treat. So, still my only titanium frame lock knife that I never ever carry. Just kind of lays there. I look at it. Oh, Billy boy, the pipes are calling. I don't know who that is either, John. It's weird. It doesn't take long, man. You step out of this for a little while and quit chasing what's new, and man, you get behind so fast. Yeah. I understand that, Billy. I just hope you know that it is appreciated by people who do care. Because I know I give up trying to convince people a long time ago about that. I guess I should probably give up on the whole US made thing. I just can't. There's Miss Courtney's in here. How you doing, Courtney? I can't really type much. I've got a friggin' crack going across my tablet screen. Good job, One Moon. Way to break your shit, buddy. But you don't have to type if you don't want to. I'm not going to keep this going very much longer. Like I said, guys, I really had no plans of doing this. My wife actually just walked by a few minutes ago and was like, "Are you live?" And I'm like, "No, I'm not going live." And within 2 minutes, I was live. My Instagram's full of Miss Haley Welch, and I'm about it. Bless her heart. I know she's going to be a nobody in 2 weeks, but whatever. Use your shit. Oh, Miss Erica. I hadn't talked to Erica in a while. I know about every 3 months I hear she's ruffled somebody else's feathers, though. But that's all right. We should expect it at this point. That's what she does. Ain't been commenting, but I've caught several of the HRC test videos. I just got that pic of my MLM on your phone. I don't know what an MLM is. Oh, my mom on your phone. If that's your mom, Maddie, I'll see you at breakfast, son. Yeah, anyway, guys, I'm not going to try to drag this out. It'd be awkward and be boring. I didn't, like I said, I wasn't planning on doing this anyway. But it's good to know that I can. I'd really love to, be able to start going live again on Sundays and having somebody to do it with. There's several people that out there that I'm I'm interested in doing live streams with. I'm always down for a live stream with with my buddy said Stevie, or with Billy's been on with me live before. I had a damn good time. I laughed and my stomach hurt. I am planning on doing one with Donnie really soon. Now that I know I can do it again, me and Maddie have touched on doing Mental Health Mondays for months, and I've never done it. I think I'm just mostly afraid of further ruining my reputation once I do that. Well, Maddie, it's just for now. I'll just tell y'all exactly the conversation that we had. The last live stream that I did on my channel, we had got to talking about a couple of guys in the chat that were pretty much accusing me of sucking Greg Medford's D because they saw me in one of his live streams, and it really opened my eyes to a lot. First of all, what were they doing there? If they hate him so bad, why were they there? I wouldn't care if you were in anybody's live stream and I found out about it. I'm not going to come there looking for you just to give you a hard time about it. I just felt it was really disrespectful. And we got to talking about it on the live stream. They were in the chat, and still felt like it was really disrespectful. But I don't think I ever got disrespectful talking about it. But it did get us to talking politics, and Panda was just really uncomfortable with it and said that, everything is so politically heated nowadays that, he just doesn't want to be part of it right now. So, yeah, I don't know, when that'll change. I don't know. But I still want to continue to do this. So, for the time being, I have to figure that out. But no, there's no falling out between me and Panda or anything like that. It just, it kind of left a bad taste in his mouth. So, and it was kind of odd that all that happened around the exact same time. I'm not insinuating anything, but all that content had been up for 2 and 3 years, and anyway. Empty, look at there. What's up, buddy? MTI, this is my first live stream I've done in, I don't know, a couple months now, because YouTube had taken me down. I just did this as a kind of a test run just to see if my YouTube was working. But guys, Empty, I don't know his real name. I just know him by Empty, but that's the gentleman I met over on the SOE, his little nightly live stream. I would love to recommend that live stream to you guys. Billy's been there. He'll kind of know what I'm talking about. It's not for everybody. SOE is Special Operations Equipment. It's owned by John Willis. John is an asshole. John is more of an asshole than Greg Medford is. I'm not saying he's racist or he's any of that. He's just, he's one of those guys that goes on his live stream and says what he wants to say. And if you don't like it, or if you don't add some type of, if you don't add to his conversation, then he'll just tell you to fuck off and ban you for life. So I enjoy the content because I respect what the man does. He's been, hand sewing nylon tactical gear for special operators for 35 years now. So if you have very thick skin and you want to talk about only what the host is talking about, I enjoy it. But yeah. Indeed, this all started, by the way, as a pretty much a dedicated knife channel, and it's kind of more from that to just a bullshit channel because I got a little burnout on knives. Anyway, it just is what it is at this point. It's not always super entertaining. I try not to talk too much politics on here because I've got good friends on here, people that I legit care about, that I know vote and think completely differently than I do, and that's okay for me. I don't have to tell them people fuck off and ban them. I can have an intelligent conversation with anybody about anything, and that's not putting anybody down that can't. I appreciate that about my friends that come on here whenever I decide to go live. That that we can have differing opinions and still get along. Where I do draw the line, though, is I have a hard time biting my tongue when things are make believe. I don't like make believe very much. I'm sure not many of you have seen that, but I've been in conversation with another YouTube content creator on Facebook because he wants so badly to be right. He wants so badly to win that he'll just say anything. And I kind of detest that, But anyway, guys, I'm about to jump off here, and that's actually where I'm headed. I'm going to go over to SOE. If you follow me there and you don't like it, or you follow me there and you get your feelings hurt, don't say I didn't warn you. It is what it is. But I will be back Sunday night. Come, if the good Lord's willing and the creek don't rise, I'll be there. I'll be here Sunday night and be a little more prepared. Like I said, this was not planned at all. But I love you guys, man, and I will see y'all soon. Y'all know I appreciate any amount of time y'all spend with me. Peace out.